Alright, the next gait that I'm going to talk about is the gait that I was talking about at the start of the video, which is not caused by any, or is very rarely caused by a pathology of the foot or the muscles of the leg or muscles of the back, but is rather caused by a pathology at the very source of where all motor innervation and balance and coordination comes from, and that is the brain. In this case, this type of gait is called an ataxic gait. And ataxic gaits are a type of walking that can be due to a cerebellar lesion. Now, if you know anything about brain anatomy, you'll know that the cerebellum is the part of the brain that is associated with coordination and balance. So if you suffer a lesion to the cerebellum, then your balance and coordination is going to be out of whack. So as you can see in this GIF here, this person is having a lot of difficulty walking properly because they are unable to balance themselves. So this cerebellar, I should say, lesion can result from a head injury, a stroke, and it results in a gait pattern which there is really no pattern as such, and there is a wide range of a lack of coordination. So some key features of an ataxic gait include a lack of proper step length. Now, step length is defined as the length between the heel of the left leg and heel of the right leg whenever taking a step. So there is firstly an unpredictable step length. The person can also present, as seen in this GIF, with jerky and sort of hesitant movements. And in addition to this, as you can see with the looking at the person's feet, they're not very regular in their placement of the feet on the ground. So unlike the two types of gait or the three types of gait that we've looked in for the previous images, they had a constant pattern of either having heel strike or not. But in this case, this person is really only stepping on the ground with pretty much any part of their foot. So there is no regular foot movement. So irregular foot movement and placement is present. Now, another aspect to consider with the ataxic gait is that in addition to all of these pathologies or effects on the legs and feet, there are also effects on the trunk as well, because if you think about it, this is a condition that affects the brain. So all parts of the body are going to be affected. In addition to all of these leg effects, we also see a lack of deceleration. So the person is unable to decelerate themselves. If they pick up speed, it's unlikely that this person is able to slow down. And there's a lack of trunk control, because if you aren't able to allow for a proper control of your balance, then it's likely that you're unable to provide a proper ability to control your trunk muscle, which means that the trunk is affected as well. Now, this leads to people with ataxic gaits usually using support. So this may be in the form of a walker,